नमस्कार नेपाल ट्रेड युनियन महासंघ जीफोनको प्रस्तुति श्रम संसारमा यहाँलाई हार्दिक स्वागत गर्दछु। हाम्रो निर्माण क्षेत्रको युनियन क्युपेक नेपालले विभिन्न राष्ट्रको अरू युनियनहरूसँग सहकार्य गर्दै आएको छ र बिल्डिङ एन्ड वुडवर्कर इन्टरनेसनलबाट हामीले यो सहकार्य गर्दै आइरहेका छौँ। यसै सन्दर्भमा नेपालमा अहिले भइरहेको ग्लोबल कन्फरेन्स अन स्पोर्ट्स माइग्रेन्ट नेक्सस भन्ने कार्यक्रममा हामी यहाँ उपस्थित भइसकेका छौँ र आज हामीले स्विडेनमा भवन क्षेत्रमा काम गर्ने युनियनका अध्यक्षज्यू हामीसँग हुनुहुन्छ। हामी उहाँलाई हाम्रो कार्यक्रममा हार्दिक स्वागत गर्न चाहन्छौँ। नमस्कार। First of all, very warm welcome in Nepal.
Thank you.
Would you mind to say something about yourself and your organization to our viewers, please?
Okay. Now, as you maybe have been told, I'm the president of the Swedish construction workers in Sweden, also the chair and president for the Northern Scandinavia, Finland, Denmark, Norway and Iceland. And in a similar way, we have the same problems, companies using construction workers all around the world, even in Sweden and the northern countries. We try to find solutions to that, of course. And we know that the globalization and everything comes closer. We have to be out in the world helping other construction workers. That's the engagement in BWI that we are in part of.
So, as you have mentioned that you have been quite closely looking after the Qatar issue, especially in the sports event, and so you have there in the 2013 to in the visit also. So 2013 to now we are at 2018, so you know about a little bit about the situation. How did you find about the Nepali construction workers in Qatar, and how is your feelings on construction side, Nepali workers there working in the Qatar?
First of all, it's still a lot to do, but of course we have improved. It has been better. I have a few friends myself, Nepalese workers, and we have a sort of good dialogue with the Supreme Committee in Qatar, and now they actually see, from the start actually was that we weren't sure that they even wanted to talk to us. Now we had a good dialogue and they see the problem also. But as I said, it's still a lot to do. It's still young people, young boys mostly, even girls, who actually being treated like a modern slavery system. And so they have to get rid of this kafala system. That's not only the mission for Qatar, it's the mission for the whole world. We cannot have that kind of system anymore.
Yes, Brother Johan, as you said, again I want to I'll recall how was your first visit in Qatar when you meet the construction worker in Qatar. How did you find, and what was the difference that again encouraged you to work in these issues and these missions?
Yeah, the meetings actually, it started actually with this Guardian cabling out this horrible movies about relatives taking care of their sons from Qatar, dead, home in coffins, and were very strong films. It was actually the week before we went to Qatar, and from actually, we didn't know if they were going to talk to us, to actually have this dialogue today. So of course it has improved. Now we can have a good dialogue and we can tell what's wrong and what's something we have to do with change and so on. And now we listen to each other in a new way. So I'm proud as a union leader to have been pushed so much pressure into FIFA and the system to actually make them understand that the world are watching them. So they can now do whatever they think they could do. So for the workers' sake, for the construction workers in Qatar, Nepalese, Indian, Philippines, whatsoever, they know that they have a strong union in the back, pushing them to get good terms and get money actually to send home for the families. For that's their mission, their vision and dreams. So yeah.
Yes, yesterday when you addressed the mass in Nepali construction worker there, they were so surprised to hear that you have just mentioned in the Qatar when you visit it was in dark. That was a little bit, you just mentioned that. Would you like to just say something about that visit?
Yeah, but that was in the beginning. It was of course very important for the Qatari government is to show the good side of Qatar and Doha. And they did so in the beginning. But in night times, in these big accommodation camps, we saw the reality. It was hundreds of thousands of workers actually sleeping in dirt and not getting food, and more complaints about salaries and so on, wanted to phone home to their families and so on. So that happens in nighttime. So we did these night trips, and then everything came to us, and I got goosebumps when I talk about it. It was so sad, and it was not difficult at all to actually be engaged and to start this trip to better terms for the workers.
Yes, actually, as being a trade union leaders, and then we are just in the support for the workers' rights. So, like the Qatar, we have many other countries like the Gulf region. We can take an example about the Saudi Arabia. It's worse from than the Qatar. Now we are just feeling in that side. So, what do you view on the from the part of the union or from the part of the BWI family? What kinds of initiative we have to do for the protection of migrant rights in those countries? What do you think on that case?
It's always the human rights. That's what we deliver all around the world, even if you're around the Gulf or whatsoever. But you have this, you have the right to organize yourself. That's of course the mean thing. That's the best thing to do. Come together, collective, to actually make some noise, make your words come true in human terms, so to speak. So it's very important. One of those couple of nights we actually came into what other countries had done before them, and it was so that's what to say, to be out there in the real world, actually seeing and listening a lot and try to change everything.
Very, very true. Actually, we really need the solidarity work to overcome those kind of the issues of the workers. And okay, by the way, this is we hear that this is your first visit in Nepal, and you just addressed the Nepali construction workers. So, how did you feel the Nepali? I know it's just very short visit. So, how did you feel, and how did you find the construction sector's workers here in Nepal, just in your short visit?
No, but as I say, yesterday we met a few once, and even if you don't believe me, the first night in Qatar 2013, one of the guys is here now, and I met him 3 times in Qatar, out on these bad accommodation places, and he's here. He's very glad, and he's a union member now, and working for his pals in Qatar. So we have to fill him with information and help and so on, support him. And the other ones, of course, but it's kind of good to actually see him feeling good, because he didn't do that the first time I met him. But now he's here, and I think I heard that he's going back, but he has a good stuff with him, so he can tell the other ones there what's right and what's wrong.
So finally, actually, before wrapping up, so as you have been working in the construction part, and we have been, sharing all the experience in the BWI family. So what is your message to all the construction workers union and then workers here in Nepal?
Words like solidarity and collective agreements is not old stuff. That's new stuff. It's the only way to actually put some pressure into the employers and the free market world. It's very, very important to show them that we do that. We built our world with our hands, and for that we should be well treated with good salaries and good terms. And that's the only way we can do that, is solidarity, look over borders, come together, and try to understand that we can make difference.
Finally, thank you so much for your valuable time and then your views to our viewers. They'll be happy to share about the solidarity have no border that you have just expressed. It is very wonderful to have you in our program. Thank you again, and have a very fruitful stay in Nepal.
Thank you very much. Thank you.